Today we got our first look at Windows 11 and Intel making Nvidia GPUs. Hey, welcome to a fresh new episode of the TD News Show. And let's get rumbling. And first thing first, let's talk about Microsoft, because in the last episode I told you guys that Microsoft is planning to launch its new operating system Windows 11 next week at its event. But it looks like that you don't have to wait that while to get a glimpse of this new operating system, because there's been some ISO leak and a lot of people tried it and posting how it looks and what it is about. And basically this is a modernization or a much more polished version of Windows 10X, which Microsoft announced a long time ago, then they kind of forget about that. But right now the Windows 11, or as per the leaks telling us, Windows 11 would be much more shiny, colorful, much more bright with rounded corners, with a new UI design and a lot of transparency. And also it has some other features like HDR, a better support of HDR. But again, this is a leak. This is not the official version of Windows 11 from Microsoft. So I think that Microsoft has one or two things more to announce or more to talk about in the event. So yeah, I will be waiting for the event. But if you want to know more, Austin Evans made a really awesome video about that, which I will link down in the description. So go ahead, check it out. So now, tell me in the comment section, what do you guys think about this new Windows 11? Are you guys up for it or not? I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section. Now let's talk about the next story. And that is Intel and Nvidia are on talks to help each other. And what do I mean by that? Well, as we all know, we are living through one of the toughest time when it comes to the whole computer or electronic or tech industry, because there's been a global electronics shortage. And to help this situation, or to at least fight this situation, Nvidia is in talks with Intel so that Intel will give Nvidia their fabs or the manufacturing capacity to build their GPU die. And in a simpler word, I mean that Intel will help Nvidia, or Nvidia wants Intel help to manufacture GPU die. Now I know some of you are saying, what? Nvidia almost bought ARM, and one of the most popular ARM CPU right now is M1, which is manufactured by or made by Apple, and Apple kinda hates Nvidia, but on the other hand loves AMD, or at least they use AMD's GPU. But again, AMD is right now a big pain in the ass for both Intel and Nvidia. So you guys following me where I'm trying to get here? Well, I'm trying to get to the next story because it is about AMD. We have been hearing a lot about AMD's new heterogeneous processing architecture system. There's been a lot of patent, and right now we got another patent for this architecture outline method of task transition between heterogeneous processor. Now, if you guys are getting confused what I'm trying to say here or what I'm trying to explain, well, AMD is trying to introduce a new architecture with their upcoming CPU, and they are branding it Big Little Architecture, and this is a new patent for that. We also got patent, a lot of patent previously. I think twice we got patent about that, and this new patent revealed a few new things. And if you are still confused what I'm talking about, well, I'm talking about a hybrid processor design which you have on your smartphone's SoC. Some small cores which are efficient, and on the other hand some big cores which are powerful. Now they are not physically big and small, it's just a figuratively term, because some are more powerful so they are big, some are little less powerful or efficient so they are small. They are not physically small or big, or to be honest I don't know, I'm not a micro architecture designer. So how it helps your smartphone? Well, it helps to give your smartphone a balance between performance and efficiency. Now I am not 100% sure how getting much more efficient and much more powerful GPU coming together would help desktop GPUs or desktop CPUs, but hey, who knows? And according to all the leaks, AMD is targeting to debut this architecture with 8000 generation CPUs. And talking about balance, please someone tell Elon to check his mental balance. Like, I don't know what the guy is thinking, or he is just trolling the whole freaking world. First he said, well, I like Bitcoin to the moon. I don't think he said Bitcoin to the moon. But again, he liked Bitcoin, he endorsed Bitcoin. But then he said, you know what, Bitcoin is kind of overpriced. But okay, we will see about that. Then, no, Tesla won't accept Bitcoin anymore because, it's bad for environment. And now he said that, yeah, Tesla will accept Bitcoin if all of the Bitcoin mining comes from at least more than 50% clean energy. And after that, guess what happens? A lot of people bought a lot of Bitcoin. That increased the price, which is good. But again, what most of the people didn't understand, 50% clean energy is not that easy. It's a very freaking hard number. And I think this is the reason why cryptocurrency and this whole, financial Wall Street market has a huge generation gap or like a misunderstanding, because they don't understand each other that clearly. To understand cryptocurrency, you need to have a basic knowledge of tech, or at least the fundamentals of cryptography, or how blockchain works and all that stuff. But at the same time, to invest on it and to get a profit, you also need to have an understanding of basic economics and how the market works, the whole stocks and how share works and all that. And most of the general people who are investing, who are losing money, well, they don't have that. Either they have one or other, or they don't have neither of those. And that's the reason I think this is getting way out of hand. And I don't know what Elon is doing. Come on, man. You're supposed to be the modern day Iron Man. You're supposed to be the savior. And what the fuck you are doing? But you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to talk about quick news. Yes, I'm going to talk about quick news, because guess what? This is the time for the quick news. So let's talk about some quick. Colorful opens the first GPU history museum. Razer Blade 14 launches powered by Ryzen 5900HX, which is the first Razer laptop to have a AMD CPU. Microsoft to launch a Xbox Series X mini fridge. Apple doubles its shipment of Mac computers. Facebook's AI can mimic text styles with a photo of a single word. Tribeca and Epic Games aim to help indie filmmakers harness Unreal Engine. Microsoft Flight Simulator is coming to Xbox Series S and X. Cyberpunk 2077 returns to PlayStation Store on June 21st. Amazon Luna game streaming service launching for Prime members also on June 21st. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Extraction launches on September 16. Now that was all the techie stuff for today, and if you want to know more about any of these stories, well, all the links will be linked down in the description. Now let's talk about some of the stuff I like, starting with the new Morning Show Season 2's trailer. And if you guys haven't watched the Morning Show, it's on Apple TV, so if you can watch it, then go ahead watch it, because it is a really freaking good show. And if you don't have Apple TV, well, I know you can find your way to watch the series, because I would definitely encourage you to go ahead and watch it, because it is a really, really great show. Like, Jennifer Aniston was always, the Friends Rachel. She tried a lot of serious role, like one of the role that is coming to my mind right now, Derailed. That was a terrible movie. But in this role, Jennifer Aniston is playing a news anchor, and she's really, really awesome. And Hasan Minhaj also joined the Roosters, so there is another more reason to watch Morning Show Season 2. So I will watch it. Now let's talk about the next news, which I am really, really excited about, because it's been 40 years of the Raiders of Lost Ark, and boy, oh boy, man, like, it's absurd to think that movie been out for over 40 years, like almost 40 years. I think it was tomorrow that it celebrated its 40 years anniversary, so it is right now technically over 40 years. So yeah, I was right. I'm always right. But boy, oh boy, if you haven't watched Raiders of the Lost Ark, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Like, not even the Raiders of the Lost Ark, watch the whole indie trilogy. Yeah, the second part and the third part is, but Raiders of the Lost Ark is a freaking good movie, man. Like, I don't think after that, in Hollywood, anybody have made adventure or that kind of a, treasure hunting movie like that. Like, it's one and only. Nobody, not a single movie has come close to that. And there are reasons, man. Harrison Ford being Harrison Ford, it's just awesome. It's awesome. I'm gushing over it because I love Harrison Ford and I love the whole indie series except the Shia LaBeouf one. And lastly, let's talk about the upcoming Flash movie, and its director shared a new picture of the costume. What is costume? It's costume. Okay, I'm not gonna say it again. Okay, let's try it another one. Costume. You got the point, right? So he uploaded picture of that and it looks good. And to be honest, I'm kind of excited about the whole Flash movie. You know, there's been talks, or like it is almost announced, Michael Keaton is coming back to reprise his role. And also there's been some Watchman collab or Watchman thingy going on. You know, the whole smiley button that it was the, what was the villain name on Watchman? Smiley face? Joker? No, it wasn't Joker, but I'm curious to see how DC will move forward, because if I'm being honest, MCU is good. It is seriously good, but most of the MCU movies are made for kids. And also the whole Marvel comics, except few storylines and few characters, it is generally for teenagers and kids. But on the other hand, DC, it had some very gruesome storylines in like the normal comic form. And if I go to the whole like graphic novel territory, boy oh boy, DC is gruesome and dark as hell. And if you see MCU, it kind of falls into the whole superhero genre. Yeah, from I think specifically Civil War, Winter Soldier, Captain America, Winter Soldier, they kind of turned it every single movie into different thing. You know, the Winter Soldier was kind of a espionage spy type movie, and after that they are kind of dabbling down into different genre and mixing with the whole superhero element. But on the other hand, most of the DC movie, yes, they feel like it's a superhero movie, but they have this darker, a little bit greedy tone to them, which makes them a little bit apart. And I want to see that. I want to see DC dabble down into different topics, mixing this superhero genre with different genres and making something dark, thrilling, bone-chilling good. And I've been waiting for that kind of a movie for so long time. And no, Snyder Cut wasn't that. It was a better version of Justice League. Justice League was 100% crappy. Snyder Cut made it better, but also 4 hours. That is kind of a little bit too long, you know. Like, this episode is getting too long. Yes, this episode is getting too long, and I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end it right now, right here, because this is the end of this episode. Yes, I can end it right here, and I'm ending it. So if you like this video, hit the like button. If you don't, leave it a dislike. Feel free to do it. Although you will hurt me. And if you want to watch more videos from us, check out this video right here. And if you want to subscribe, which I appreciate if you do that, do it by here. And this is Akash, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.